Another episode of HerTake where Anna Kasparian causes Jill Michaels to explode. Literally explode and get off the set because Anna Kasparian, even in this situation where Charlie Kirk is assassinated, can't help but point to Israel. Like a white Utah male assassinates Charlie Kirk, and the first words out of Anna Kasparian's mouth are Bibi Netanyahu. But anyway, here we go.
Pro-Israel stance. Kirk refused the money. If you go a little bit lower, look at the amount of views this thing got. 7.2 million views, 160,000 likes. And then there's another post, Rob, if you can pull up the other one that says, right below it, that says, the journalist behind the report accusing Bibi of offering $150 million is Max Blumenthal, a man who used to work for the Iran-backed newspaper Al Akbar in Beirut and contributed to Al Jazeera.
Is, yeah.
Why is it every time we track down a lie, we end up finding people connected to Qatar or Iran?
There's no proof
behind
this ever happened.
So,
none.
Wait, how does that debunk the fact that...
he just read it.
Where's your proof that $150 million was offered from Bibi Netanyahu?
No, I'm referring...
Where is the proof?
Please do not get any...
No, because I didn't want to cover this, and you guys insisted. And I told you, you cover this shit, I'm going to rip...
The floodgates are beginning to open. Jillian Michaels is a fervent Israel defender. Despite what she's saying here, she loves Bibi Netanyahu. She loves the genocide that Israel is perpetrating right now. And whenever they criticize Daddy Bibi, she's going to be upset.
Your part. Where is the proof?
We're not saying that it happened.
Netanyahu
We're really
offered
not
Charlie
saying that it happened.
$150 million.
Jillian,
okay, so we're not. So
what we're reporting on is
now
people
there is
in the marketplace, what they're saying. This is a discussion that's happening literally everywhere. We would be remiss if we didn't cover it to debunk it.
This conversation.
It's still,
over a week.
It's still pretty prevalent.
Is a week old.
It's still going on, Jillian.
Okay, well, nevertheless, where is the proof that that actually
Jillian,
happened?
I just said, according to this guy's reporting, he was offered $150 million.
Okay,
that
wasn't it also corroborated by Candace?
It was corroborated by Candace, and not only that, by Nick.
And also
because that's, listen, I like Candace. She has, people from his own team have said he has not seen her in years.
And yet last year they were on tour together. Last year they were on tour together. So he bumped that instantly.
If you want to talk about people on his team,
time they've been on camera together was 2023.
No, it was last year. They have a tour person together.
What kind of show is this where all four hosts are talking over each other? Not a single person can get a word in. These guys all get a lot of money, yet they can't even host their own panel together without yelling at each other.
Calm down. Let's just calm down for a second. Subsequently said, this is not true.
No, they never,
Colvin, Eric Bolling, all of them are like, yeah.
Okay, Eric Bolling thought that he had two daughters. Okay, so I'm not gonna.
Okay, Andrew Colvin. The narrative is not true. Charlie has a cordial relationship with Ackman. There's no black woman, no intervention. Nothing like what Candace is suggesting.
That same Andrew said that Candace and Charlie remained friends. I just want to make sure.
He's saying this is not true.
But they were literally touring together last year.
Nothing like what Candace is suggesting. What does it have to do with their friendship?
What does that have to do with you?
What does that have to do with their friendship? He's saying what Candace is suggesting.
I can't engage with you if you don't calm down.
He is saying what Candace is suggesting is not true.
He's talking about her suggesting that Israel killed him. We're talking about the 100. Please do not conflate the two because they're completely different.
Unilaterally across the board now, we've got multiple accusations that all pile up to the same exact...
No, I think it's the furries. It's the furries. I think it's the furries. But a lot of people...
I don't know, and I don't... Look,
there's
for those who are
zero evidence to suggest none.
Okay, you're saying...
Guys, can we just stop for a second? This is ridiculous.
This is absurd.
Like, this whole thing is ridiculous. There are two things being conflated right now. There are conspiracy theorists who think Israel killed Charlie Kirk. They have yet to provide a shred of evidence proving that. Done. End of story.
We're not talking about that.
I am talking about something entirely different.
You were talking about that.
No, we're not. Hold on. Let me finish my fucking thought. Okay, the real issue here...
Whoa, cursing, but you can tell that these guys are frustrated. Anna is fervently anti-Israel. Jillian is very pro-Israel. The ideologies are clashing, and for me, I always assumed Anna would be the one to leave the set due to disagreements. It was very surprising when I found out that Jillian Michaels, the lesbian maggot, the brain rot paid influencer, would be the first to leave the set. And what is the reason that she left the set? It's not because of, the Epstein files. It's not because of anything that really matters in the grand scheme of things. If you're an American, she's upset because these guys are alluding to conspiracy theories about Israel. And like I said, Bibi is daddy to her. Netanyahu is daddy to her. That's why she's so upset.
Is that before most people even knew that Charlie Kirk was dead, you have Netanyahu giving multiple interviews talking about how, using the fucking moment for his own political purposes, like the fucking fool that he is. Let me finish my point.
Him killing Charlie Kirk.
Did I not just? I literally.
Would Anna ever say this about Donald Trump? The fact that Donald Trump, right after Charlie Kirk's death, politicized it, called the far left lunatics, and accused the far left of killing Kirk when there was no evidence that came out the day of the assassination. Has Anna said a single word, or has she been half as negative as she is with Bibi right now with Trump? And this is why we call her anti-Semitic, guys. It's because for whatever reason, even in a country where Trump is doing way more damage than Netanyahu, she still holds more resentment to the IDF than she does the U.S. government. She's an anti-Semite, plain and simple. I hate to use that word. I hate to call people Jew haters, but Anna's vitriol for Bibi and her lack of vitriol for Trump, when Trump is doing far worse than Bibi, I would say, is jarring.
Let me finish my point, Jillian, because none of us can finish the damn point without someone else jumping down your throat. I don't think that Israel killed him because there's no evidence of that. But I had a problem with Netanyahu exploiting an assassination in this country for his own political means and purposes. And lying about the nature of his relationship with Charlie Kirk. Because Charlie Kirk didn't like Netanyahu. Just like any warm-blooded American shouldn't. Netanyahu is a bad guy.
Here comes Anna sanitizing Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk did like Netanyahu. He supported Israel. There was... maybe I'm wrong, but I can't think of any time that Charlie Kirk gave a fervent criticism of Bibi Netanyahu in particular, or the IDF's handling of the Gaza situation. I could be wrong, but I feel like Charlie Kirk was very pro-Israel. It wasn't until recently that he came out to criticize the Israeli government, and mainly because of pushback from his own supporters, because he has a very young supporter base, a lot of young men, and most young people, Gen Z in particular, are very anti-Israel. So naturally, with audience capture, you're going to find yourself as someone who needs to keep that base satisfied. You also have to project some of their views, and their view that he was projecting was that the IDF is perpetrating a genocide, and you have to criticize them if you believe that. But again, Anna is trying to sanitize Charlie Kirk. She's been on the warpath, and despite her criticizing the left's rhetoric, she had a beef with Destiny a few days ago that I'll cover, but they still blamed her. Andrew still said her and Cenk were the reason that Charlie Kirk got assassinated. So she's tap dancing, and nobody likes her. The right don't like her, the left don't like her. She has no home.
And he wanted to make it seem like, no, we were all great. We were good. We had a great relationship. Little did we know, behind the scenes, there was a lot of pressure toward
ends up being about how do we bash Israel. This is not for me. I'm not interested in this.
Okay,
I know.
Let's be good. Let's be good about precious Israel. Let the country commit a genocide. Yeah. Okay.
Zero. I think you guys agree. I fundamentally disagree with you about every show doing.
You can look at Amy Dangerfield. She claps twice. These guys do not like Jillian. This is Anna's entire shtick now. She has no ideology to stand on besides being anti-Israel. And really nothing U.S. politic related really animates her more than the IDF and Bibi Netanyahu, which to me is very strange. Because when things are closer to home, you would think that that would animate you more than Bibi Netanyahu and what's happening on the other side of the world.
I'm sorry.
Cool. So can we continue the conversation?
Yeah, let's.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
You can hear the producer like, just finish the last topic, guys. We know this is a shit show. Oh my God, man. Anyway, that's it for HerTake. Continues to be the worst show in all of YouTube, but I'll still cover it. I will suffer for you guys since you guys are the best audience that one can hope for. But anyway, that's it. Thank you.